test to me, Kevin. I mean, it's one thing to beat the teams you should beat, but it takes a little bit more, something extra to win against the team that's on a roll.
Here's Strickland. Pass to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Jordan left side. Rodman with a screen on Miller. Here's Jordan. The kick out to Harper. Back to Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Outside Jordan. Over O'Neal. And Jordan gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Strickland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Shots good by Miller.
Not wasting any time off the catch.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Post, Jordan. He's against Miller. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Strickland. Last game out, he had 14. Miller. O'Neal trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Indiana shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Indiana. Miller. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Miller.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Jordan against Miller. Outside for Pippen. Right side, Jordan over Miller. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Shots good by Miller.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Jordan. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Jordan's got 8 points.
Finding a gap in the D and capitalizing.
Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jordan on the wing. Fade away, and it's Chicago scoring again. The Pacers with the lead. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Miller outside, launches a 3, offensive rebound. O'Neal misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jordan passes to Rodman. O'Neal against Jordan, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Shoots a fader. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
There's Miller with the three, and the Pacers another three.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
On Artest, he's checked in for Al Harrington. Miller, the pass to Strickland. Back to Miller. Here's Strickland. Still without a basket. Back to Miller. Lets it go with the three. Luke Longley grabs the miss. Jordan against Miller. Fades. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on him.
Shots good by Miller.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Bulls trail by 8. Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Jordan's got 14.
And they'll take that all day. That's a high percentage look.
Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to O'Neal. It's rebounded by Jordan. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Pass to O'Neal. Got a hand on it.
This is the kind of defense you love seeing. He went after that block and got it.
Jordan's shot is off. Pacers leading by 4. Takes the three. And Artest with the basket on the assist by Miller.
Artest looked comfortable letting it fly. He's more than serviceable from the three-point line.
Jordan against Miller. And it falls over the rim and in. And that's now 18 points for Jordan.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now here's Jordan. 18 points for him. Over Miller. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 20.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
Miller outside. Now Artest. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Checking in for your Pacers. Jeff Foster. Jonathan Bender.
And Foster kicks to Artest. Pass to Tinsley. Clock at 6. For 3. And it's Artest missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 20. Fades back. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Putting on a show for these fans with that finish.
And it's Miller in the corner. Misses the 3. Got it off in time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Indiana out in front, leading by just one. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so here is Indiana after the Bulls pick up two. Here's Bender, and Bender throws it down.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Chicago trailing here. Jordan up top, covered by Artest. With the fadeaway. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Indiana's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a three-point shot tonight. O'Neal outside. Bender with the screen for O'Neal. 5 on the clock. Here's Artest. Rodman grabs the miss.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
And 3 from Jordan. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 4-point Chicago lead. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Tinsley kicks it to Foster. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Artest. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Back to Jordan. Over Tinsley. No good from Jordan. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Artest kicks to Tinsley. Pass to Bender. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Jordan. Chicago leading by 4. Over Tinsley. And Rodman with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Rodman's got his first bucket in this one. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Okay, fans, get ready for your Indiana dancers.
Some changes for Indiana. Brad Miller, he's checked in for Foster. And Miller's subbed in for Bender. I gotta say, Clark, it's good to see the New Jersey Nets finally making their mark in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Any of those ABA teams, you've got the Denver Nuggets, the Indiana Pacers, the New Jersey Nets, and You're right. They were royalty back in the ABA days, but it's taken them a little while to get back to the top in the NBA. They're fresh off their first trip to the finals, and I think we've got a chance to see them back there again soon.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Jordan, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's O'Neal. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
O'Neal doing a nice job using his frame and strength to take the hit and still finish the shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Here's Miller. Luke Longley grabs the miss. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Harrington's checked in. And so he hits both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Rodman with a screen on Miller. Fades and shoots. It's Chicago with another bucket. Here's Strickland. Still scoreless. Miller outside. And they get it back. And that one drops for him. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page, in fact.
Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Harper. Strickland passes to O'Neal. Chicago grabs the miss. Longley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Jordan against Harrington. Goes up the baseline. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 39.
He got a great look and made sure it didn't go to waste.
Miller dishes to O'Neal. Miller the pass to Harrington. True on the 14-footer.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Right side, Jordan. No good. Good D by Miller. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Harrington. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 assists in the game. Bulls are gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Back to Jordan. Shot from 16, and the basket is good. Jordan's got 41.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Artest is checked in for the Pacers.
Number 23, Ron Artest.
Pacers trail by 4. It's Miller on the wing. All sorts of time. Chicago grabs the miss. Rodman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And Chicago has possession after Indiana gets the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Longley. Rodman passes to Pippen. And 3 from Jordan. Strickland grabs the board. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's Harrington. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Bulls leading. Outside, Jordan. Over Miller. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jordan's got 45 points. .34 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Miller. Lets it go from deep. And Indiana, another 3.
I like the pass, moving it to get a better look.
Here's Jordan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Pippen. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Chicago shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Screen by Longley. Jordan, high post. He's against Miller. The shot's good from Jordan. Indiana's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Pass to Strickland. Miller with a screen on Harper. Miller, no luck.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
And here is Harper. Outside Jordan. That shot missing. Good D by Miller. Indiana trailing here. Here's Harrington. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal doing a nice job that time, able to leak out and capitalize in transition.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Strickland passes to Miller. Here's O'Neal. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. O'Neal's got 8 points.
Love the team-first mentality, looking to make the pass there.
Miller against Jordan, and the Bulls with another miss. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Miller, the pass to Strickland.
First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And O'Neal gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Harper kicks to Rodman. Outside for Pippen. And 3 from Jordan. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Miller outside. Miller with a screen on Harper. Going inside.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
A nice shot by Jordan.
He's simply on a tear right now and showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Harper. Back to Miller. Pass to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Strickland missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Tries it from 19, and it's Chicago scoring again. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Miller outside. It's deflected.
Wrong D, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
Pippen with the wide open look. No good from outside. Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. O'Neal banked in off the glass. O'Neal's got 12 points in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Strickland. Pass to Harrington. Here's Strickland. Shoots over Harper. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pippen, the pass to Harper. Jordan on the wing. Guarded by O'Neal. Fader on the way. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 58.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Miller with a screen on Harper. Pass to O'Neal. Over Rodman. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jermaine O'Neal.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now, here is Jordan. Non-stop scoring machine here. Over Miller. He got it again. Sensational.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from O'Neal.
Impressive work down on the block.
Bulls have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And I also like how they're working the low post, getting those high percentage looks. An excellent game plan so far.
Boy, Ron Artest is such a well-rounded player with tremendous toughness. He gets it done at both ends.
And Indiana making a change here. Prezic is checked in. Now, here's Jordan. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. And he recovers it. Another bucket. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. End of the pass to Artest. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Bulls ball.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Bulls. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And of course the Indiana Pacers, a few slots below them.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
No good from Jordan. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Artest the pass to Tinsley. They double him with Jordan. On the wing, Barnes. Some nice passing here by Indiana. For the tie. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's Jordan on the wing. Covered by Artest. Now, here's Jordan. Over Artest. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Bulls lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Pacers trail by 5. Foster is screen on Harper. Pass to O'Neal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. There's a screen. Uncovered. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The kick out to Harper. Back to Jordan. The shot. Great D that time from Artest. Indiana's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
Artest making his case inside.
Chicago leading by 3. Jordan outside. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Misses the wing chair. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Rodman passes to Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They hit Jermaine O'Neal.
Can't go for the pump fake. Once he has you in the air, you're toast.
Miller's checked in for Bender. That one misses.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The lead is 2. Back to Rodman. Pass to Jordan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And saw where he was on the floor and had no problem knocking that down from mid-range.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Artest. Shot clock at 6. Rodman grabs the rebound. Rodman's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Once he took off on the drive, he never looked back.
The Pacers making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
Jamal Tinsley.
And that one misses.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
It's Jordan on the wing. Covered by Artest. Rodman, another shot outside for Pippen. Pass to Harper. Now, here is Jordan. Over Tinsley. Good, that's another bucket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Bill Cartwright was going over with his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now, here we go. East Base.
Chicago leading. Outside Harper. Pass to Pippen. And here is Rodman. Now Longley. And Miller with the block.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
Al Harrington's checked in for Indiana. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 4 on the clock.
Chicago foul. Luke Longley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Harrington. O'Neal a screen on Pippen. Harrington against Pippen. Here's O'Neal. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And the talent O'Neal has is evident, and the exact type of big man any team would love to have.
Outside, Longley. The 11-footer. And it's Pippen missing. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Harrington with a screen on Rodman. Now Miller. Here's Strickland. Off target with his 3.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Jordan kicks to Harper. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Now Jordan, covered by Miller, fires from 18. And another one.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Harrington against Pippen. Shoots from 14. That's off.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's O'Neal. Oh, what a finish.
And that's a big bucket for O'Neal. He understands his team looks for him to come up when it matters most.
The 3 goes down.
Boy, he's knocking them down from deep.
The Pacers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Strong move off the glass.
Coming out extra large when they need it.
Jordan looking it over. Shoots the 3. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Well, we've seen Rodman do that often. Going up, getting that board, and getting the putback. Exactly what you want from him inside.
Now O'Neal. The shot is off. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've connects again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Oh, the dunk!
Hey, it's just good sound basketball when you've got a consistent scorer like O'Neal. Get him the rock. He knows what to do when he catches it.
Here's Jordan. 17-footer, and that's in there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Kerr's checked in for Harper.
Now into the lineup for Chicago. Number 25, Steve Kerr.
Here's Strickland, defended by Kerr. Into the lane, and stolen by Jordan. Shot from 16, and again.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster games.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rodman. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
That should about seal the deal, showing the killer instinct.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
I doubt it. I mean, it's clear what they've got to do. Quick shot, foul, and they need some cooperation with some missed free throws from the opponent.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation.